Thanks for joining us. I'm Chuck Jones, here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you Week 2 playoff action here on the Zone. The pregame sponsor this evening is McDonald's of Portsmouth, Wheelersburg, and Rosemount. So they'll be bringing our pregame talk here. Now, Jay, we've got the Wheelersburg Pirates versus Columbus Academy.
Yeah, I can't mess up this name, can I?
That's it.
So it's going to be the Columbus Academy Vikings.
That's it. Well, there's the Pirates entering the field.
Yeah, the Pirates just took the field, and they are excited to be here, as are all of our gallon shakers out there in the audience. Really looking forward to a big contest tonight from Columbus Academy. They are 9-2, Academy is, and Columbus Academy defeated Union Local 13-6 to get to this game.
Yeah.
And when you look at same teams, Columbus Academy defeated Columbus Reedy Week 1 31-0. Wheelersburg beat Reedy to get to this game 34-0. So those are very similar scores, albeit one game was played Week 1, and that was last week. A whole lot of trials and tribulations go on during a football season that can change a team. Coach tells me that Academy actually had quite a few injuries after the third week. In 3 weeks, they didn't give up a single point.
Really?
So from that point on, they actually gave up a few, and some of the games changed a little bit, and strategies changed. So we'll see what Columbus Academy team shows up tonight. We know what Wheelersburg will show up with tonight.
You know what?
It's a whole lot of speed, a whole lot of gang tackling, and some higher-powered offense.
You're absolutely right. I mean, they come in guns loaded to every game and have since Week 1. You know, I mean, I don't know exactly how many points have been scored on them this season, but it is 81 total.
81 total against Wheelersburg.
That is impressive to go, 11 weeks and have less than 10 points scored each game.
Exactly. And we talked about last week, of the 11 games that they've played, 10 of them were mercy rule, so to speak, 30-point games. So it's a very high-powered offense and a defense that just doesn't give up a whole lot of points.
That's it. It looks like Columbus Academy is going to kick off. Am I correct in looking at that?
It looks like they are, yes.
Okay. Do we know who the kicker is for Academy?
All right, I'm seeing numbers now.
Yeah.
He has turned to his side at this point, so I can't see his number to determine who it is. And they don't usually list that kind of thing in the program, so
nah.
He is teeing it up. Let's talk about the weather a little bit here. Both teams actually didn't enter the field during the coin toss. They stayed in the locker room, stayed warm as long as they could. And this football is going to be hard when he kicks it. We'll see what kind of distance he gets. And there is the kick.
All the way back to about the...
Pretty good distance. Lands about the 1 or 2 yard line. Trickles into the end zone. And the Wheelersburg Pirates will start on their own 20-yard line.
That looked like number 35 kicking for them.
35. So Sam Masick.
Okay.
And it is listed there. He is a kicker and their punter. So specials teams player there. He's a sophomore.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. So Wheelersburg's going to line up in their typical spread offense. Sawyer's at the helm.
A lot of excitement out there tonight. Pushing the side.
Just a quick hitter over to the right side. Academy jumped on that pretty quickly.
Looks like no gain on yards on that.
So in speaking with Coach Robin Miller for Columbus Academy, one of the keys that he had was that he wanted to really get his defensive linemen in there to curtail the passing attack that Wheelersburg has.
Here's the pass. Oh!
He did not catch the
Incomplete.
pass. Looked like there was a little bit of contact before the
did.
ball actually arrived. I kind of thought there would be a flag
Well,
there.
some of the Wheelersburg fans aren't happy with it.
The Boo Berg fans over here aren't liking that, but there seemed to be a little bit of contact, maybe incidental, but after 5 yards, you can't do that.
Well, that's it.
And he almost caught the pass like in his bread basket as he was falling down. So Wheelersburg in a 3rd and 10 situation. Motion
Holden in motion.
with Holden.
There we go.
So Snyder's
yards.
just running up the middle. And not a whole lot there. And they will be punting on their first possession.
Well, you know, this is a position Wheelersburg's not familiar with.
Yeah, you know, and they started out slowly last week, if you recall,
You know,
against Columbus Reedy.
Last week they did. You
Yep.
know, you're absolutely right. Because it was, you know, they started out slowly. Well, even then, they even moved slowly throughout the entire game.
Very
Jalen
high.
Miller kicking it up, putting it down about the 49-yard line. It bounces back. So the Vikings will take over 1st and 10 on the Pirates' 49-yard line.
So the battle of field position thus far this early in the game is going to go to Columbus Academy, playing the majority of this first quarter, most likely on Wheelersburg's side of the field.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if the Vikings make any headway.
Also spread offense, very similar to what we've seen with the Pirates in the past. Motion with Shiano.
They connect.
And a complete pass.
And getting about 9 yards out of that.
That's going to be number 4, Chris Boyle, the tight end.
Nope, they got 10 yards, so the chains will move.
So first down, spread the field. And one of the things that I noticed as far as the statistics go, Matt Sailing is the senior quarterback on this team.
Mm-hmm.
He has thrown 230 times for 1,442 yards. You just do the math real quick there, and you see he's only averaging 6 yards per throw. So it's a whole lot of dink and dunk. It's a whole lot of just passes over the middle like that one.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to start with a roll there to the left, and not a whole lot there.
Looked like a gain of about 3 yards, maybe.
Coach Miller for Academy's comment on Wheelersburg, he said that they had to make minimal mistakes, and that Wheelersburg is one of the best teams he's seen on film, that they don't miss tackles.
No, generally they don't.
So what they get,
He's
they're
right.
going to have to work for today.
Yep.
And that ball was just too tall.
Yep.
Just too tall. Just a real quick step and throw out to the receiver. Wouldn't have gotten too far down the field after reception had he caught it, but too high. What happens, though, in that situation there, when you put that ball high, you put that receiver in peril. And
Yes.
you can see there on that film, as we saw that play transgress, he got hit low. Kid could have got hurt. You'd never hang your wide receivers out to dry. So 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 8.
Pass. Oh! Almost intercepted by number 32 for the Pirates. Xander Carmichael.
Xander Carmichael almost picked that off.
I mean, he juggled it for a minute, almost had possession of it.
Sure was. You know, that just an ill-advised pass, really kind of tight window there to try to get the ball through, and Xander just about got that out of there.
So we're in a 4th down situation here for the Vikings. Punt.
Turns to the side and tries to get it in the corner. Looks like about the 11-yard line is where that ball is going to be spotted for Wheelersburg's 2nd possession of the game. Make it the 12.
Well, as the Pirates get 1st and 10 at the 12, we want to thank you all for joining us out here for the regional semifinal game between the Vikings and the Pirates. Big game. I mean, the Wheelersburg stands are packed. I think everybody's here. Everybody and their brother's here, and everybody's got a milk jug.
I think they do. I think they do. Motion with Carmichael over to the right side. Snap to Salyers. And just throws that too close to the carpet.
Yep.
And there again, we might be seeing weather playing a role already in this game. A pass too tall there from Academy, and now this one in the. I was going to say the dirt, but there's no dirt down there, is there?
Nope. No
Into
beautiful
the
field
plastic
down there.
or whatever. What is that stuff? I don't know, but it's nice to look at. I'll give them that.
There's the handoff. Moving straight up, pulls a first and then some.
Well, and that's a guy that we've.
That was Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, that's a guy that we haven't seen now in 3 or 4 weeks due to an ankle injury. And I've asked every game, where's Ray Ray? I didn't call him Ray Ray, but Reyes.
Yeah.
He was the guy that they were just really. He was carrying them.
Oh,
rushing wise throughout the first part of the season.
Well, Reyes in the first game was just doing phenomenal against Ironton.
Yeah. So welcome back.
So,
Faking the carry there, and Academy just really sniffs that one out.
Yep.
So it looks like defensively their Academy's just pinning their ears back, and they're going the direction of the quarterback. When he steps to his left, you're going to have 9 guys in the box that's going to step to that right side of the field and put a stop to it.
Well,
you got 2 guys. The guy's going to hand it to her, or he's going to keep it. So they just hit them all.
Well, Wheelersburg's had more running plays than they've had pass plays so far. Now here's a pass.
That could be due to weather as well.
And we've got a sack.
Big sack on number 34 is who got in on that. That's Josh Pearson, linebacker, senior, 5'11", 200 pounds.
Wow.
On Salyers there. And there again, that's what Coach Robert Miller wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to really put some pressure on that quarterback, not give him enough time to see those open receivers.
That's
and
it.
On that play there, they were successful.
You're absolutely right. There's a snap. Looking for a receiver. In trouble. Blocked. So we get a 4th down situation for the Pirates again.
Well, I think we can see right now, just at this stage of the game, Columbus Academy advantage defensive line.
Yeah.
I think in talking with him today, he felt like that's where their strength was.
Well,
and they're proving that up against that Wheelersburg line that has really just pushed people all year. Now they're starting to see a little something different.
All the way back to about the 40.
Yeah, we're going to get a roll,
too. We got a 35.
That's going to get inside the 35-yard line.
So
good punt.
They put the Vikings back on their own 35-yard line. 7:27 left in this first period.
So, I mean, this is a game. It's going to be a game at least for a half. One of the things I always look at, Wheelersburg has 80-some kids on their team, and they're deep. They're 3-4 deep at every position. When you look at the other side there, I don't know if our cameras can see that, they look like they might have 30 kids on the team. So the depth won't be there. Will Wheelersburg wear them down as the game continues? We shall see. Nick Parsley comes in from that backside there and just nabs him from
Parsley
behind.
is an animal.
Yeah, and he's quick.
He is.
He took on a blocker, got off that blocker, and then trailed just as a defensive end does that play from behind, and actually caught him from behind. So great quickness on his part.
Wheelersburg's starting out slow this time, but I think part of this is just feeling out this Vikings team.
Oh, I'm sure it is. You have that. You've got playing on a field that you haven't played on before. You've got weather. There are so many factors that goes into playing a playoff game.
You're absolutely right. Oh, met hard and stopped cold. Gain of about a yard.
So just running into the teeth of that Wheelersburg defense probably isn't going to gain you a whole lot of hay. That was number 3, Herman Moultrie. He's a senior running back. He's rushed for 1,175 yards this year, 14 touchdowns, and he's caught 4 receiving touchdowns.
Really?
So he's their man. When they run the football, he's the guy that's going to carry the mail.
Looking for a receiver. In trouble. And sacked behind the line. So the Wheelersburg defense comes in hard and takes the few yards away that they had gained.
Well, that was Chris Bailey, 5'11", 175 senior. Number 54 coming off that defensive end.
Well, they're going to have
and
to
again,
jar
catching
him
that
a little
quarterback
bit.
from behind.
There goes the
A
punt.
lofted pass to the punter. Knuckleball.
Oh, fumble.
And he coughs it up. Gallia Academy is going to get
Oh,
the ball
man.
there inside the 30-yard line.
Recovered by number 50 from the Vikings. Who is that? So Davis Friedman, number 50.
A special teams player making a special teams play, and that's just a situation where your receiver's down there. Do you fair catch that? Somebody needs to let him know that he's pretty much in that circle. If he catches it, he's in peril of dropping the ball, and he did. So now the Pirates backed up.
Well, this is not good news for the Pirates. There's a snap and the handoff. And he's met, but not without a gain of about 4 yards.
Well, that's going to go to Herman Moultrie's brother. Thanks. Dorian Moultrie. He's a junior. He's a wide receiver. He's caught 68 passes for 589 yards, 7 touchdowns. But Coach Miller said that they like to hand the ball to him too.
Do they? Well, I think the temperature is definitely making an impact, as you talked about earlier. Pass to the side.
Pass to number 2 on this side. That would
he
be
rolls,
Dorian Moultrie again.
Breaks a couple. And does he get the first?
Well, we've got a flag there at the end of the play, so that's going to have some bearing on what happens here.
Nick Parsley taking him out.
Big surprise there.
Yeah.
All over the field.
So, number 63, Nick Parsley accused of unsportsmanlike contact.
Yeah. So did
that will move the ball considerably closer to the goal for Academy.
So did they call that a late hit, basically? Is that what we got in that situation?
Yeah.
The thing about Parsley is he's going to run and try to hit you if he can.
All right, it was a reverse, and he's in.
He's in there.
And Academy scores. So Columbus Academy draws first blood on the Wheelersburg Pirates with
it's a well-designed play there. Josh Pearson taking it in.
4:49 on the clock. Now, this isn't the first time a team has scored first on the Pirates.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I say, it's a long game. It's too early to fret about this kind of thing. I believe West scored first on them.
They did.
And they
Waverly scored first against them.
Yeah, badly.
Yeah.
So this shouldn't upset Wheelersburg too awful much.
No.
But they got to stay the course and come up with something on the offensive side of the ball.
There's the snap.
And a good kick.
Did you see Tanner Holden jump on that?
I did, yes. Yes.
It looked like he almost, he wasn't too far off blocking it.
Did he have a pole vault or something going on there?
While they're switching, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more action right after this.
Many people know that at the Battery Terminal in Ashland, Kentucky, we sell automotive, marine, and recreational vehicle batteries. But did you know we also sell
Power Wheels, motorcycle, and wheelchair batteries?
We also sell batteries for garage door openers, watches, cordless phones, and cell phones.
The Battery Terminal is a family-owned business located in Ashland, Kentucky. We've been in business for 28 years, and we are here to service your battery needs.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And welcome back for Week 2 playoff action here on the Zone as the Wheelersburg Pirates take on the Columbus Academy Vikings. The Vikings have just drawn first blood with 4:49 on the clock and are leading the Pirates 7-0. They're getting ready to kick off, and the Pirates are juiced. Their fans are not dissuaded by it.
They're not deterred by what happened just there.
The score.
A lot of football left to be played. Masick about to kick off here.
There we go. Nice kick.
Another kick
back
into the end zone.
You know,
and that's just something. If you've got a good kicker, that takes this part of the game out.
Well, I will say, Drew Cassidy kicking for West Portsmouth, he kicks consistently like that.
Jalen Smith
Miller
does a great job.
Does a great job. This kicker here, what did we say his name was?
Masick.
He's doing an incredible job too.
Masick.
So
it has a whole lot to do with field position. You can't get a big play on a kickoff return if you're not returning the ball.
That's right.
Kicking.
It's still kind of rare to see great kicking at the high school level.
Absolutely, but at this point in the playoffs, we've seen quite a few.
We have.
Jim Tressel always said it was the most important part of the game.
16, second and 14.
So Wheelersburg gets put down in the backfield.
Yeah, another loss of yardage there, and honestly, Columbus Academy reminds me of a team that we've seen play a few times.
Yeah.
The Wheelersburg Pirates.
Well, you're right.
The defenses are very similar in that they just really swarm to the football, and they're quick. So, they need some misdirection or something to loosen this defense up.
There we go. He's in trouble. There's a pass. Almost picked out by number 2.
That's it's a Moultrie. It's Dorian Moultrie.
Dorian
Moultrie.
I mean, he kind of looked like Tanner Holden out there.
He did. He
popping
was up there.
Popping up to catch that.
Climbing the ladder, trying to catch that ball one-handed, and Wheelersburg really almost got the reception on the rebound.
Yeah.
So it's not quite basketball season, but we can use some terminology, can't we?
That's it.
Maybe we'll have a pick and roll here in a little bit.
Sure. Everybody's back at the line. Snap. Another pass. And it's connected to Holden on the outside.
Yeah. Holden's going to get about a 5-6 yard reception on that play. And you notice right away what Wheelersburg's having to do is they're having to quicken up their pace. Salyers, over the past few games, if you watched him play, he takes the snap and he doesn't even set his feet. He can kind of take his time, look the field over, then set his feet and throw. Now he catches the ball in that snap. He's got to be ready to throw right now.
Exactly.
So he doesn't have the options that he's had in the past few games.
Short punt.
That ball sounded like he kicked a brick. That hurt my foot.
And it wobbles back to about the 49. Or 44, my mistake. So the Vikings get 1st and 10 on their 44-yard line. And the Pirates still looking for exactly how they're going to play tonight.
Yeah, well, what they've run into is a team that's very much like they are. This team has speed that is up to par with them. So big plays might run out. We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, we've seen some interestingly creative plays on the Pirates here this season.
We sure have.
So I'm waiting to see some of that pop out. Vikings pass. It's a long one. And he overthrows the Moultrie. Isn't it Moultrie?
That would be number 4, Chris Boyle, the tight end.
He's a tall one.
And he was another one that Miller talked about.
Is he?
He was somebody that they like to look at. He basically said that they have a 50-50 split as far as running and passing the football. But I can see already that they're pretty good at passing the football.
They are.
Now, that was a nice tight spiral, by that kid. He just overthrew him, and that might have been the bump off the line that threw him off his route that caused that. Motion by Boyle. Single back set, spread offense. And we are running
Here's
this
the
time.
handoff, and he's met quick. He dodged the first one, but the second one caught him.
Yeah, Herman Moultrie, it's one of those types of offense where you hand the ball, he goes straight for the offensive line and then looks for daylight. So he bounces the ball outside, he gets hit, keeps his feet, gets hit again. So that's more of that Wheelersburg defense that we're more used to seeing, gang tackling and making sure they get him down.
Yeah. Well, they had
that
a loss
was a
of
good
about
initial bounce to the outside.
Oh, it was. They had a loss of about 2 yards on the play, so the Pirates are going after him.
He almost gets that first down.
Almost.
Let's see where the spot is. Looks like he might be just short.
So that was 3rd and 12, moving to 4th and about 1.
So
Yep,
fourth and one, do you go for this?
Why
they
not?
didn't earlier.
You know what?
And they were closer. Actually.
Well, they've already got 7 points on the board. Why not?
I would have to feel pretty confident. I don't think they've had a play, maybe one play with Parsley in that first quarter there where they had a loss. So, but they are going to bring on the punter. That was a well-designed offensive play. They went with 3 receivers to that left side and then through to the back out of the backfield. Those receivers served as blockers.
We got a timeout, Wheelersburg. So while they take time, we will as well, and we'll be back in just a few right after this.
You've always been able to recognize value. The decisions you make today put you on the road to where you want to be tomorrow. Throughout your life, you've planned and made smart decisions. You deserve State Auto's Prime of Life to protect your home and autos. Find out more about Prime of Life and other State Auto products.
Call Barrett Murphy, your local State Auto Insurance agency.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here at Chillicothe's Cavalier Stadium, where the Wheelersburg Pirates take on the Columbus Academy Vikings. The Vikings are leading at a score of 7-0 with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first period.
Well, Wheelersburg burned a timeout there, receiving this punt, and they had 11 players on the field, so not sure what the timeout was about, but we had another lofted snap.
What were the flags over?
So we had a false start there on the punt team here at Herrnstein Field.
Herrnstein Field, my mistake. Obadiah Harris Sports Complex, Herrnstein Field, home of the Chillicothe Cavaliers. Okay.
And we're going to try this again. Another lofted snap.
Nice kick coming back.
And really another situation where, a bounce in front of him and a defender right there, dangerous.
Well, they're fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you said earlier, it's a lot like playing Wheelersburg.
It is. It's Wheelersburg playing itself. Which team will win?
Yep.
Yeah. There again, I just feel like the depth has to play a role in this eventually.
Oh, you would have to.
Because the Herrnstein family donated the land. Is that any relation to the John Herrnstein who just passed? Yeah, his grandfather. Okay. And John's right here.
So, Wheelersburg's 1st and 10, about the 12-yard line. And they are looking for something to go right. So there we go.
That was Reyes over the right side.
I'm surprised they're not using Reyes and Carmichael more to move the ball down the field,
Right, and typically they'll use Carmichael for a lead blocker or, somebody that they'll line up there in the slot. Basically, same play, letting Reyes take the handoff and read. Not a whole lot there, but he is plugging forward, and that puts them into another 3rd down situation, and you want to be in as few of these as possible.
Right. Well, the other thing is, why aren't they using Micaiah Matthews?
Probably because they have Reyes back. And they are going to
All
pick
right,
up
there
the
we
first
go.
down this time.
So they get the first down and some. The ball goes all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So that's a great read there. They handed the ball to Reyes 2 times in a row. This time they fake that handoff to him and keep, and there's a nice spot of daylight there for Salyers to run to.
Side pass to Holden. Holden's going to take off. He breaks a few tackles, and he's still on the move. He's going. He's going. It's a Pirate touchdown.
Moultrie will not catch him, and that's...
I'm telling you, 3 steps. If you don't have him in 3 steps, you don't have him.
That is why Urban Meyer is recruiting him to come to Columbus.
They call holding?
We have a flag. And it's way back here at the 33-yard line where
Wheelersburg
more than
fans
likely
are not
a holding
happy.
call has been spotted.
Tough break for the Pirates.
And the Berg fans are not too awful happy about that.
They are not.
Call. You know, we've seen that play many times where Holden lines up on the outside. It's the quick pass inside, and those 2 receivers inside of him are to slant to the outside to the sideline and block.
Yeah.
One of those guys held. I don't know which, but one of those guys held.
So now they're farther back than they were.
Yeah. So now we got 1st and 20.
1st and 18.
18.
On the 23 with 1:47 left to go in the first period.
Well, nothing's been won without adversity, so we'll see what Wheelersburg can do here. A little bit here to overcome.
There's the pass.
That's going to be
and
a
it's
complete
caught.
pass.
Cole Lowry catching that pass.
Cole Lowry.
Yeah, pulling out the first down.
You know, and to give you an idea how open he was, that took a good 3 or 4 seconds for that ball to actually get there.
You're
and
absolutely
he was
right.
still open when the ball got there.
Yeah.
All right. One of those deals where Salyers kind of got a little bit of air under there, and there again, that might have to do with some of the weather that we're looking at. That ball feels different
there we go.
when it's cold. Oh, my goodness.
That was a hit. As Avery, was that Avery Denny? Who was that? Dominic Reyes on the carry.
Yeah, 40, yeah.
40, yeah.
So John Shiano just trucked him.
Well, now we're seeing something we haven't seen this season. I don't know if you noticed it yet, Jay.
2nd and 7, and big run here.
Look at that.
And that would be Clevenger, I believe.
Yep. Ashton Clevenger moving the ball up. You know, we're starting to see what Wheelersburg has been good at for years and years, the no-huddle offense.
Right.
All right. We've not seen this year at all.
Well, we've got another flag. So now we have another holding call.
Really?
Yeah, and it's surprising because that's a quick hitter. There's no reason to hold.
I didn't see the flag either.
But
I'll say I didn't.
Now they're going to call that on Tanner Holden. Well, Wheelersburg's winning the penalty competition so far. That's for sure. They've racked up several.
I can't say that I agree with that one. I didn't even see the flag go out. Did you?
I didn't either. You know, as the play made its way down the field here, they threw the flag on the other side of the field. So I don't know if it blended in with the circle there, but I didn't notice it.
Well, I think the Pirates are getting a little irritated. And
2nd and 6. And he's going to lose big yardage there, 34 and 40. And 40 is Shiano that was in on that.
No gain on yards at all. So they're back. So now we're at 3rd down and 9 as the clock ticks.
Coach Miller said his 2 best defensive players were the Shiano brothers. John Shiano, a middle linebacker, made that play, and Matt plays strong safety.
Here we go, looking for the pass. Picked off.
By number 3.
And getting
and that's
yards.
Going to be Herman Moultrie.
Look at that.
43, 1st and 10.
So.
44.
Well, the Pirates are definitely playing a game that they haven't played this year.
Well, you know, they're seeing a more athletic team. A lot of players probably couldn't have made that play or gotten to that spot to make that play. And this guy actually gets to the spot, high points it, and gets the interception with a nice run back. So Wheelersburg back on the field to play some more tight defense. How many reps can they make?
It's about 20 seconds left in this quarter. So Academy gets stopped with about a 2-yard gain.
Looked like that might have been Xander Carmichael on that play. He was rather jubilant coming off the pile. So.
Yep. So there's the quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Academy leads the Pirates 7-0, and we'll be back right after this.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
And we're back.
Huh?
We're
There
back
you go.
here at the Obadiah Harris Sports Complex.
Right? Herrnstein.
At
Field.
Herrnstein
Yeah.
Field, which is the home of the Chillicothe Cavaliers.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this right.
And,
in
you know,
Chillicothe, Ohio.
we're having a
the
good
first
time.
and third capital. You know, most people don't know that. You're right, you know. We're actually having fun up here in the press box with some of the locals
Yeah.
who are
Some of
keeping
the
us
folks up here
informed
on the
about
scoreboard.
all the things going on here. So the Pirates are looking to make something happen, and Academy's looking to put them down. Oh, well, it took a band of Pirates to bring him down, but he finally went down around the, 22?
Yeah, 23. Dorian Moultrie on that. Comes in motion, takes that handoff, and just picks an alley and goes with it. And I noticed on the tackle there, more of a rugby-style tackle. Trying to grab up top.
He had a
and
long
bring him
enough
down.
arm to keep him from really getting a hold of him.
Yeah, using that stiff arm, he was able to get a few more yards.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the kicking ability of Masick, Columbus Academy is probably already in scoring range.
Okay. So Wheelersburg, they're pushing hard to control them, but they're a difficult team to handle.
So Micaiah Matthews makes that tackle and does not go with that rugby approach. He chops him at the knees, and the receiver goes down for a very short gain. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Wheelersburg in their 4-3 defense. Straight handoff to Moultrie up the middle. He does churn ahead for 3 yards.
Yep.
You know, a good mix of power football there, running the ball straight ahead. Coach Miller said they were a 50-50 team. They have the ability to do that fairly well, but then they also play that offense that Wheelersburg likes where they stretch the field, handing the ball off or faking the ball with Salyers running around the end.
3rd and 6 with a short pass to the
Like
side.
this.
The Pirates bring him down. Looks like possibly a gain of about 3 yards. So
That was going to be
We're now-
Avery Deneni there on that big hit.
Deneni makes a lot of great hits for the Pirates.
He has been very consistent. And now we'll see if Masick has the ability to split the uprights here. My guess is from his ability to kick the ball on kickoffs, he does.
That's it.
A good snap and spot. And it is
and
going
it-
to be right through
it's
there.
good.
It is good.
So that puts Academy up 3 more points on the board. So now a score of 10-0 as Academy leads the Pirates. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back right after this.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need us.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
That's right. Yeah.
And we are back here as the Columbus Academy team is ahead of the Wheelersburg Pirates by a score of 10-0.
Yeah. And we know Wheelersburg has not been down this much this year.
No.
So this is uncharted waters for the Pirates.
Well, you know, I still have great faith that they're going to pull it together.
Yeah. Well, you know, we'll see what they can do. You know, Columbus Academy is obviously a talented football team, and you know they're going to have to overcome their physicality and make some plays happen on offense. And you know what's really killing them is penalties. They've had some major plays.
Oh, well, they would have a touchdown
calls. So, you know, you take the laundry off the field, and you know, Wheelersburg might even be on the board. So,
yeah. Nice long kick.
We will field this one this time at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
There you go.
So Wheelersburg gets the ball all the way up to about the 39-yard line.
You know, good things happen when you field punts and kicks. So this time the ball does not get into the end zone off the foot of Masick, and they get a fine return on that kickoff. And in relation to that, they have nice field position to start.
Yep.
9:38 remaining in this second quarter.
There's the handoff.
Reyes is going to pick up about 3 yards there. Just a straight handoff off the right side. Still going with the no huddle.
Well, you know, this is something that the Berg has been great at for years, to keep the game moving and control the clock.
Well, and oftentimes, too, it wears down the defense.
It does.
You'll see the defense in the second half with their hands on their hips because they're tired. They don't get breaks.
Well, you know, it's funny. So we're getting a timeout.
Now, unfortunately, in this situation here, going no huddle, we had some miscommunication. They had to burn timeout.
That's true. Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Portsmouth Cinemas.
Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
Yes. And we're back as Wheelersburg has coming back from their timeout, second timeout of this first half.
So they do have one remaining in this last 9 minutes of play. They got Tanner Holden on this side of the field, checking with side judge, making sure that he is in good shape. And that was set up
He's
to be
in
a
trouble.
screen, and he is going to throw that ball away.
Man.
Closest receiver there was Holden, and they're going to throw a flag on him there.
They are, aren't
They're
they?
going to say Holden wasn't close enough.
Well, you know, we generally don't see.
No, that's going to be that's going to be
with this many
illegal
penalties.
receiver downfield. So it was a screen over the middle. Those offensive line, they hit their man once and then let him go, and then they matriculate their way down the field to get in front as lead blockers. But the pass didn't happen. So that puts an offensive lineman into a bad situation in a place he's not supposed to be. So that's going to cost them 5 yards. They're going to start 2nd and 12.
We are. So let's see here. Wheelersburg goes back to the line. 2nd and 12 on 37. There's the snap. Throws it sideways. Goes to dance, but
yeah. Cole Lowry, just a quick hitter over there. Hoping that he can make a move and shake number 2, Moultrie. But there again, they are as physically able as Wheelersburg.
Yes.
To the man, at least with the 11 on the field. So that's a tough shake. Three receivers far side. Single back set.
Here comes Holden moving out.
And it's the same play at the other side.
What is he doing?
Yeah. So caught the
Did he slide,
pass.
Andy?
No, he just slipped out there. Tried to make a cut.
Yeah.
Overextended his foot and slipped. Kind of looked like a slide.
So
like
we're
a quarterback
4th
slide.
down and 10.
So
4th
and 10 is our situation here.
Jalen Miller out to punt.
High snap.
High.
Got a good spiral on that kick, and the receiver does fair catch the ball.
All the way back to about the 23, 24.
That was Herman Moultrie back there on the reception.
So 25-yard line.
So this is a pretty important series right here for the Wheelersburg defense. They most definitely cannot allow Columbus Academy to put more points on the board before the half. Down 10-0 with 7.5 to go. Quick pitch, short side of the field.
Oh! Caught hard, but a good gain on yards for Academy.
And Herman Moultrie there, nice spin move. Gets hit, spins to this side of the field, and keeps on chugging.
So 2nd down, 4 yards to go on the 32-yard line.
Bookends there with the quarterback. Saylor.
Handoff, he's moving to the side.
Yeah. And, we've seen this move out of this back a number of times in this game. Giving the ball straight ahead and bouncing out to one side or the other. He's so quick that he's able to take advantage of that situation and outrun a defensive end, hoping that they over-pursue the play. So he picks up a few yards there, and they have 3rd and very short, about 1. Wheelersburg's going to still set in their 4-3. No, they've got a 5-2. And hit the backfield. I thought. Number 71
That's what
hit
it looked
the quarterback. Yeah, I thought he was going to go down, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing for offenses. That means you carried out your fake well. So we'll see what the spot looks like here. It looks like there's no gain. And certainly they would punt here.
So we're at 4th and 1. I'd roll the dice.
Wow,
they're up by 10 points.
I'm really surprised by this. Yeah, they've been stopped twice.
There we go.
If they don't get this, Wheelersburg's in scoring position.
They're going to roll it.
And I believe he did get it.
Do they get it or not?
I believe he did get it. He stepped there to the left and went through that guard center slot, and I think he did get it. Yeah.
So Academy gets 1st down by rolling the dice.
Yeah, and it's just really important to get that. If you're going to go left, it's important to get that left foot into that gap so that you can push behind that and go with your offensive line surge. He didn't need much, and he got as much as he needed. Got a flag there on the field, so offsides on the offense, backing them up to a 1st and 15 situation now.
So Columbus Academy gets backed up. So 1st and 15 now for Academy.
And
high pass over the receiver.
Just trying a fade pass there on Cole Lowry's side. Lowry wouldn't have anything to do with that. He was stride for stride with that receiver and had inside position.
Moultrie, the intended receiver on that. So now 2nd and 15. 5 minutes left to go in the half. Everybody moves back to the line. Pass to the side and taken down. Another loss of yards as Wheelersburg jumps on top of it.
That was Evan Horsley. That's the play that worked so well for them earlier in the game. Same side, 3 receivers serve as lead backs, quick pass, and this time Horsley split those blockers and made a big tackle there in the backfield.
Yeah.
So 4:30 remaining. 3rd and a long way to go.
Oh.
Little fake play. I love those kind of plays. That's great. You have the fake snap that goes over the quarterback's head, and you hope that the defense goes with that.
Yeah.
But it actually gets snapped to that up back.
Yep. So,
hey, when you're in the playoffs, you pull out all the stops and you're going home.
That's it. So they move to 4th and 11 and are in position to punt.
Long count. Taking down the clock as much as they possibly can. That's the great thing about having that play clock.
Almost blocked by Wheelersburg. Ball goes all the way back to about the 11-yard line, or 16-yard line.
Yeah, and it would have been good to see Micaiah Matthews come up and scoop that ball, even if he didn't get a gain there because that ball went another 10 yards.
Yep.
And, Wheelersburg almost got that punt. They've really been that snapper has really been lofting that punt snap this whole first half. The Pirates almost got a piece of that one.
So 3:21 on the clock as the Pirates need to do something before halftime. There's the snap. Pass to Holden. He gets some yards, but
Yep. All things considered, just a quick spot pass to him there on the sideline.
Yeah.
And, hey, do something with it.
That's it.
He did a little bit with it. He had 3 tacklers there.
Well, he gained about 7 yards.
So
2nd and 3 for the Pirates. Lowry in motion.
Lineman there from Academy.
So up the middle.
Clevenger just off to the right side, looking at picking up the first down.
So that was Micaiah Matthews moving up.
And he came up a little short.
So now we're at 3rd and 1.
Okay, so they did give him the first down. All right, so if it was a first down, they would have stopped the clock, and I don't know if you can put any time on there. Or can you? But how much do you put on there is the question. Okay, so 11 seconds came off the clock there, and the clock should have been stopped as there was a first down. One back set back there with Salyers.
There's the snap.
Looking for the quick pass. And he did.
Are they
going to
give him that?
Yeah, Moultrie just scooped that. Salyers got hit just as he was letting that ball go. And honestly, I didn't see a Pirate in the area. So I think it really affected the flight of the ball. Now, even had they punted out of this situation, Academy probably doesn't put points on the board for the half. But now with 2:17 to go from the Wheelersburg 34, they certainly have a great opportunity here.
So, what is that, number 3?
Number 6 actually chopped him down there for Wheelersburg.
That was a Moultrie.
That's Evan Horsley.
Yep.
And, Moultrie there on the play.
It's like a loss of about a yard.
It's like the old I formation or, the split backs, that kind of thing when you ran a counter. When you have a spread offense like this, that's basically a counter play. You're faking a handoff one side and giving it the opposite direction. Horsley did a great job of coming in there and chopping him.
There's a handoff. Push through for a gain.
Yeah.
Looks like about a 5-yard gain, maybe.
Yeah, he got about halfway there. The scary part of that, where he got tackled, is where the entire Wheelersburg defensive line was.
Yeah.
So Columbus Academy's offensive line pushed those kids 5 yards. That's not something you see with Wheelersburg's defensive line.
No.
Huge gap between the center and the right guard.
Pass to the side and chopped down.
Avery Deneni there. Another one of those cut tackles there.
I tell you, Deneni is just on it.
Just those quick passes out to the flats on either side of the field, and they feel pretty confident in Moultrie to be able to break a tackle and maybe break a long one.
Mm-hmm.
But Wheelersburg's done a pretty good job at staying home out there and making a sure tackle.
Well, they've read a lot of the plays correctly.
They sure have. There's only a number of things that they do.
I mean, realistically, Wheelersburg's biggest enemy tonight has been the penalties
themselves,
and their own mistakes.
Absolutely.
So
when you're in a playoff situation, you want it to be as mistake-free as it possibly can.
We've got a timeout, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
I wonder if Craig found anybody to hang with.
And we're back. 17 seconds left before the half. And Academy's kind of looking here to see what they're going to do. They're going to kick.
Looks like they are going to attempt a long field goal here.
But they've got 10 on the board. They might as well. 17 seconds.
Very near a 50-yard field goal attempt here. That's pretty long for a high school kid. Wheelersburg's going to use their last time out to let him think about it.
So they're down there. Everybody's kind of considering what's happening as Wheelersburg takes that time out. But let's talk about a few of the sponsors real quick.
Absolutely.
Sponsoring tonight's game, we've got Conley Trucking, Community Choice Home Care, Penn Station, Hope Source Treatment, the 140C Store, Tri-American Contractors, Deemer's Supermarket, and Klein Jenkins all joining us tonight. All joining our regular sponsors throughout the year. I want to thank KDMC for being our big sponsor for all the zone sports and everything we do to bring these games out to you every week. Here comes Wheelersburg back on the field.
Well, let's see if Coach would do what I would do given this situation. Tanner Holden, middle linebacker, jumping up as high as he can, because when you kick one this far, you're going to have a lower trajectory, which makes it very blockable. Holden is on the right side of that defensive line.
Here we go. There's a snap. Long kick. And the kick is good. It
actually went over the crossbar.
Man. Kick
wow,
is good.
50-yard kick by Masick puts Columbus Academy up 13-0.
That's it. That is bad news for the Pirates. So 11.4 seconds left on the clock.
What are they talking about over there? We have a car over in the north parking lot where the dome lights been on the whole first half.
Somebody's dome lights have been on the whole first half.
Wow.
There is a flag over there. He just picked the flag up at the 35.
Okay, so Columbus Academy, they had a player or perhaps a coach who stepped out on the field. It's amazing how often you see that and how rarely you see it actually called.
What?
In Ohio State games, you see Urban Meyer out on the field a lot. They don't say a whole lot to him. I've seen him down to the 20-yard line before, 5 yards out on the field calling timeout. So, it just depends on the officials. These officials have called this game fairly tight.
Very tight.
If they trip over somebody there on the sideline, certainly, it gets in their way. So that's a flag you would have to throw.
So that penalty is assessed on this kickoff. So we've got 11 seconds. So not a lot of chances for the Pirates to do something. I mean, we've seen them make a kickoff touchdown, but I don't think it'll happen against Academy here.
Strategically here, I think you're going to see your kicker squib this, not to give Wheelersburg an opportunity to set up a good kickoff return.
Yep.
One that could possibly go to the house. So a squib kick right up the middle here. These guys right here in the middle of the field need to be ready for it. If I'm right. I'm not Tony Romo.
Well, you're doing pretty well, though. Oh.
And that
It's
proves
back.
it.
And who we got here? He's running. Clevenger.
It's going to be Clevenger.
He's dodging a lot. Doing good. Down to 2.8 seconds.
So to his right, to his left, looking for some daylight. Unfortunately, took a little bit of time off there. So 2.8 remains.
So basically, we're looking for a long pass or a kneel. Yep, you're absolutely right.
And we've already had a couple of picks. So if you do throw it, you're gambling that if you do throw that pick, that they're not going to return it. So for me, I'm a gambler. I'd probably do that.
That's it.
And if they were going to kneel, he'd be under center. So we're going to see a long pass here.
Well, if it's a long pass, it should be aimed at Tanner. Here he comes.
Well,
there it
right
is.
over the middle. And that's
they
just
bring
too
him
much
down.
to work for us. So Tanner Holden's going to go down there midfield, and your first half score is going to be 13-0 Columbus Academy Vikings.
Not a game we've seen up to this point.
Very surprising.
Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Everyone has a personality. Shouldn't your kitchen have one too? Craft-made cabinetry has hundreds of distinctive ways to help create a kitchen so personal. It could only belong to you. Craft-made. It becomes you. Visit craftmade.com or call 1-866-CRAFTMADE for your free idea book.
When you're pain-free, you can live free. At SOMC, our physical medicine and rehabilitation associates can help you live free from chronic pain and free from worry, too. That's because we can provide a wide variety of pain management treatments, including epidurals, nerve blocks, and spinal stimulation, so you don't have to worry about living on pain medication. Innovative pain solutions from SOMC. Very good things are happening here.
Welcome to Portsmouth Cinemas!
Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around.
Sierra's Haven is a no-kill animal shelter located in Scioto County. They are a group of volunteers working together to help find safe, loving homes for adoptable pets. In its brief existence, they have made a difference in the lives of thousands of animals. Whether they were stray animals or needing medical attention, Sierra's treated, spayed, neutered, and found them wonderful homes. Your contributions to this organization can help get abandoned and abused animals off the streets and into a loving home. So when you're ready to give, think about giving locally. Charity begins at home.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here at Herdenstein Field, where the Columbus Academy Vikings are leading the Wheelersburg Pirates at a score of 13-0. Jay, tell us a little bit about the first half.
Well, big plays by Columbus Academy, some turnovers by Wheelersburg. Killer penalties by Wheelersburg allowed Columbus Academy to score a couple of times. And then a 50-yard field goal there at the end of the first half by Academy's Masick was his last name. That's kind of the long and the short of the things. Wheelersburg just really had too many penalties in key situations.
Yeah.
One in which actually called back a touchdown run by Tanner Holden. So when you look statistically, wow, it looks like Academy's really beaten this team badly. Both teams have 4 first downs. And actually, one of the first downs that Columbus Academy has, to their credit, was due to a Wheelersburg penalty.
Yeah.
So they're doing
right.
fine. The defense is doing a great job. It's just they've had a couple of, big calls and two interceptions from Salyers that allowed them a short field.
And skill-wise, they've been evenly matched.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. I mean, Wheelersburg is still very deep on the sidelines, which you said early on may make a difference here in the second half.
Yeah, it could happen. It's a cold night, so it's less likely. But, Salyers was 6 for 12 for only 51 yards. The leading rusher for Wheelersburg was Reyes, and he only had 26. So not a real big ground attack. Wheelersburg needs to get this offense moving.
That's it.
If they have a chance to get in this game.
Well, we're going to have the kickoff from the Pirates as Jalen Miller prepares to kick. There it is. Nice high kick all the way back to about the 20. Picked up by
That's
number 2.
That's going to be Dorian Moultrie. And he's going to have a nice return there on the left side. It looks like the spot's going to be about 41-yard line. 1st and 10 from there.
So let's see if the Pirates can turn this second half around.
Defensively, the first half, the Pirates were led by Evan Dahm and Nick Parsley. Each of them had 6 tackles.
Let's say I heard Deneni was in there too.
Deneni had 4. He would have been in third there, tied with Alex George.
Excellent.
Yeah, and just a couple of plays there that were nearly interceptions
the
picked off
pitch.
by Wheelersburg that didn't happen.
Yep.
So those things the ball needs to bounce in their direction this half.
Well, there was your first actual play, and they stopped with no gain. Well, again, one.
So Evan Dom there on that tackle now leads all tacklers with 7.
Handoff, and fumble!
And it's
fumble.
It's still loose, and Wheelersburg did get it. Number 53
Look at
jumps
that.
on that pile. That's Jeremy Super Duper Cooper.
That's it, man.
Jumping on that fumble.
So Wheelersburg comes out of the locker room.
Exactly what they needed.
That's
a big
it.
turnover, put them in field position, score right away. If this game goes 13-7, this team's revived.
That's it. You're right.
Big plays all happened to Wheelersburg. This half, they need big plays to happen for
Exactly.
Wheelersburg.
So the Pirates are at the line. We've got Holden way out to the right.
Running with Cole Lowry up the right side.
The gain of some yards there.
Pretty good run, and Wheelersburg's still investing in that big offensive line that's done nothing but good for them all season.
Mm-hmm.
Getting behind them and trying to get some push, picked up 3.5 yards or so there.
There's a handoff.
And running again, and very short play there. There again, getting him into a third down situation, and they had quite a few of these the first half, and it's just not a place you want to be, especially on this end of the field. Now, it's beneficial, beneficial to them that they have 2 plays to get this first down.
They are pushing it. Look at that.
They are staying on the ground this third quarter.
Yeah.
And he picked up a few, but he's still going to be a good 3.5 yards short of the line to gain. And now a fourth down situation, and Tanner Holton actually coming off the field. So that jump ball, so to speak, on a slant is not going to be there. Will they run the ball again?
Yes.
Well, they've got their big back.
They've got to go with it.
Carmichael in the backfield. In down position.
There we go.
They threw him off sides.
That's it. So the Pirates pull a first down.
Yeah.
So now
great job by Salyers there. And, we can't hear him, but you saw the offensive line get down in that stance as though they were going to drive block. The backfield was down in a 3-point stance, and Salyers, using that voice inflection, was able to get them to jump.
Well, here we are at the no huddle. 1st and 10 on the 25. There we go,
Same
the handoff.
Formation.
And look at
Xander
that.
Carmichael.
So Carmichael moves it up for almost another first down.
Yeah, another power run with Xander Carmichael. Yeah, it looks so far like we're going big back against your defensive line, and we're going to push it.
Well, I don't know what Coach Rob Woodward said to them in the locker room, but it's making a difference.
Yeah. Well, I've liked Carmichael all season, so
There's the
I'm glad to see
handoff.
him get this opportunity.
And look at,
he gets stood up a little bit on this one here, picked up a yard or so.
Still look like a gain. But we've got a academy player down.
Yeah, we do have an injury over there near the hash. It's going to be number 40, John
He's sitting up
Shiano.
now.
And John Shiano would be a major loss. He is that Mike linebacker, that middle linebacker. He's the stud of that defense, so I'm sure Columbus Academy wants to keep him on the field. So, now it looks like Wheelersburg's going to go big on bigs. You got big defensive linemen. We're going to go big up front.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go with our biggest running back, Xander Carmichael, and we're going to run at you.
Well, Carmichael's a beast out there.
Yeah.
You know? So we're at a, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 situation.
Right.
You know? So let's talk about a couple more sponsors real quick. Bringing you tonight's game is B&B Loan, Brent Murphy Insurance, Desco Federal Credit Union, the Portsmouth Cinema 8, Portsmouth Public Library, Powell Insurance Agency there in New Boston, Shawnee State University. Also joining us this sports season is the Southern Ohio Medical Center, Sunspot Tanning, the UPS Store, the Wheelersburg Cinema, and Loot Supply. I'd like to thank those sponsors joining us to help bring you all these games. Looks like the Academy players back up.
All right, a little bit of technology here. I'll share this. I asked my son, how you doing? He came up. We're going to the Ohio State game tomorrow, and he's out in the cold, and I'm up here in this lovely warm booth with you gentlemen. I asked him, how you doing? You want to come up and warm up? He said, I actually went to the restroom, and there's a bunch of guys just standing in here just staying warm. They're having a meeting in the men's room.
9 minutes on the clock. Berg's back at the line with one yard to go to secure a first down.
Still big backfield, double tie formation. And boy, this
he breaks
is power
through.
football.
We've got a flag.
Another flag. Wow. And you can probably hear the disgust from the fans on this side.
Well,
every time it seems like Wheelersburg does something good, they get called for a penalty, and it's always a hold.
Man.
So
we
instead
go
of
back.
it being a first down,
it's now 3rd and 11.
Now you've got 3rd and long, and that changes up, what you might do here. Do they go with double tight formation here, big backfield, and grind it?
Well, they've still got Xander off the field, don't they?
Well, yes, they
or
did.
Not Xander,
this
but
is
Holden.
what they've done. Yep. Xander's still at the fullback position, double tight, and they're still going to run the
There
ball.
we go. And
that's effective.
Chugging it through. You see that?
Yep.
All the way back up to probably 4th and 1.
I tell you what, I'm impressed. Every football game you watch, the coaches go in at halftime, and games are won at halftime because they go in and they make adjustments.
Yep.
And they came out this second half and said, we're not going to spread the field. We're going to power football at them and beat them this way. And it's working.
And they've got
4th
a line
and short.
big enough to do it.
Can he get to the line? Let's see where the spot is. This side judge is on the line, and that's where the spot's going to be.
Looks like it might be. They're going to
That
have to
should
do a
be
measurement,
first down,
surely.
as I can tell.
I'll say.
This has to be measured.
Yes.
You always worry about what's the spot. Is it going to be a right foot or left foot spot? They got a good spot here.
Yeah.
And I think a pretty good chance of getting this first down. Let's see how it stretches. It is a first down.
Oh, first down Pirates by hairs.
Inches.
So
Pretty
now the
good spot.
Pirates are at the 15-yard line. I mean, this is their best position of the night.
Yep. So, giving the spot back after the holding call, that's a good thing for Wheelersburg. Puts them in a situation here, 15-yard line, and a chance to get back in this game. Double tie formation once again. This looks like old school football.
It is. Look at there. He's going.
Yep. Old school football.
All the way up to about the 6-yard line as Wheelersburg marches closer and closer to a touchdown.
Power football. You got to like it. This is, I think Woody Hayes is smiling right now.
There's the snap,
and
the run, and he's in. Touchdown, Wheelersburg. That was number 6, Evan Horsley, correct?
Evan Horsley, yes.
So
just straight off tackle, left side. Fullback does a nice job of blasting the defensive end. Evan Horsley cuts it up inside. And honestly, a horrible effort on Columbus Academy there to try to keep him out of the end zone.
It was. I mean, he really walked in.
Yeah.
So Wheelersburg lines up for the point after.
So 13-6, and this becomes a very important extra point kick.
It does.
This is a must make.
And Jalen Miller puts it through. So Wheelersburg is now 7-13 with 7:38 here in the third quarter, and we have a ball game. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back right after.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Howell Insurance Agency, serving you for over 75 years.
You're watching Zone Sports.
As well.
Game on.
And we're back here in Chillicothe as the Wheelersburg Pirates are now on the board, and the score is 13-7. I think Chillicothe Academy has awakened the beast.
Yep. You know what? They're at halftime. Wheelersburg kind of went into the half, kind of slumping their shoulders, slowly jogging in there, dazed.
That's it.
Now everybody is on their feet, jumping up and down. The fans are up. They're one possession away from moving on in this state championship playoff.
Yeah. So Jalen Miller gets in a position to kick off. Short kick. And we've got it down on the 40.
Carter Worcester
Yeah.
received that. So it's, one of those kicking plays we talked about last week where their special teams coach really wants that kicker to be able to spot kick. And so kick that one high in the air. That allows the kickoff team to get down and cover without much of a return. But the 40-yard line, that's pretty advantageous.
It is. I was surprised it was such a high short kick.
Yeah. Press coverage by Lowry on this side.
Man, look at that. There's the pass. Is it good? We have a flag. They're going to call that on Berg.
All right. Well, it looks like
the receiver.
The receiver did catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He slid and caught the ball on his stomach there, and it looks like Wheelersburg might have gotten a late hit penalty on this play. And that took that 40-yard good field position and turned it into great field position. These are the mistakes that we were talking about the first half that they couldn't have the second half. Wow.
Targeting. Did you hear that?
Okay.
They said
so 53, Jeremy Cooper hit the quarterback late. We didn't see that.
Well,
so
Evan Dom was the targeting.
And then Evan Dom targeting. And the kid was just about down, but I don't know.
He could have fumbled it.
Yeah,
there's a million things.
Without seeing it again, without the advantage of replay. Yeah,
so we go from the 45-yard line all the way down to the 24. So the Pirates are going to have to do something strong. There's a snap. Looking for a pass.
All right, so the pass is caught there at the 15. He's brought down immediately by Clevenger.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the fans are a little upset about a push-off there by the receiver to make himself available for that pass. Check that. That was Avery Deneni on the coverage.
All right.
And a short 2nd and 1. they can do a lot with this play.
Going wide to the left, and he's down as the Pirates put him there.
You just do a great job of stringing that out. That defensive end's job is to make sure that he doesn't get around him, that if he does anything, he's going to have to cut it back inside and let linebackers come and clean that play up. You could see him reveal himself there on the end and did a fine job of stringing it out. So they actually lost 3 yards on that play.
Well,
3rd and 4.
Even if they make no more ground, they're still within kicking distance.
Oh, absolutely. If that kid made it from 50, this is a chip shot.
Yep.
Big play here for the Pirates defensively. Low snap.
Looking. He's in trouble. Pitch to the side. And they bring him down.
Yeah. Not in time to keep him from getting the first down, though. I believe he's probably gotten it.
Oh,
it is a first down. And, one of the things that Coach Miller for Columbus Academy had commented was they don't miss tackles. Well, they missed 2 on that play.
Yeah.
And that was a key play there defensively. They really needed to stop him there, force him into a field goal situation, and weren't able to do it. So that was a fine run there by Dorian Moultrie.
So Academy moves back to the line, spread wide. Oh, they forced him out of the bounds on the
Moultrie
2-yard line.
Again, just on a crossing pattern there. And he's getting down to the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal from there.
So Academy's on the 3-yard line.
Spreading the defense out is going to be tough, and it's that fake play.
Yep, but it didn't work.
Yeah, and losing yardage
and they
on that.
lost it. Loss of about 4 yards.
So Nick Parsley big on that play. That defensive end on this side. So we got a flag on that play. That's going to back them up 5. Now let's see where they spot the ball. That should put that on the 12. Okay. And I noticed that the first half, they're on the right side of their offensive line. It seemed like they were a little bit further off that line of scrimmage than they were allowed to be.
Yeah.
In this case here, they actually got called for it.
So no loss of yards on that?
It's going to be a throwback, forced to keep it, and he'll get back to the 5-yard line.
So that was a penalty, correct?
Right.
But there was no loss of yards on it?
I'm not exactly.
Oh, they declined it. Wheelersburg declined it?
They declined it.
Gotcha. So a 2-yard gain.
Keep it down where it was, they declined that. And
3rd and goal from the 5.
I like that play. That was a nice play.
Yeah.
A little throwback to the quarterback, but Wheelersburg saw that coming.
They did.
And they were able to hold him to the 5-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 5 now. This started at the 2.
Yes. So Academy's back of the line. He's looking for a man, and I don't know if it didn't look like it. It looked like he was down.
Well, they called that a reception.
Did they really?
And that's some sure hands because he picked that up off the carpet. So they're back at the original 2, 4th down. And it looks like they're going to attempt another field goal. This will be their 3rd of the evening. There's the snap and the hold.
And it's good.
And it is through those uprights.
So three more points.
And we're looking at 16-7 now.
Still within striking distance.
Just a tick under 3 minutes to go.
That's
so
it.
Plenty of time.
Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back as Columbus Academy just scored 3 more points on a field goal, making the points 16-7. Columbus Academy up by 9 points.
Yep, so we're now back to that 2-possession game.
Mm-hmm.
So Wheelersburg needs to take advantage of this situation here. Hope that they can get a pretty good run back here.
Yep.
Sam Masick, the kicker.
There's the kick. High and long. All the way into the end zone. So Berg will take the ball, 1st and 20. 1st and 10 on the 20.
So just kicked over his head. At this point, I don't know how you misjudge this young man's leg. He's got a good leg. You better stand on that goal line.
He does.
So 1st and 10, Wheelersburg. And going back to that double tight formation, power backfield.
Oh, we got a break.
And he breaks out.
He's going. Go. He's getting cut off, but not before he gets a good 60 yards.
All the way down to the 19, 20-yard line.
From the 20 to the 20.
Yeah.
That's it.
They've got an unbalanced line over here on this left side. They've got a tight end, and then they run to that side. 50 does a good job of knifing through.
He did.
The
He really did.
gap there.
He cut right through.
Making contact in the backfield.
So 2nd and 11 for the Pirates. The handoff. He's out to the side. Again, gaining another 7-8 yards on the carry.
That's going to be Evan Horsley.
So we're at 3rd and 3 for the Pirates, as they are back in touchdown area.
Absolutely, and they've kind of proven here that Academy has a hard time stopping this type of offense.
They do. There's the handoff. He's pushing through, and it's touchdown Wheelersburg.
Xander Carmichael.
I tell you, Xander's a beast, man. No flag this time.
And for once, there's not laundry on the field.
I tell you. So we now have 13 to 16, waiting for the point after to see what happens, as the Pirates are owning this quarter so far.
I love it. Like I say, it's old school football. Now when you teach offensive linemen, they stand up, they use their hands, and they try to rotate defensive players. These guys are getting a 3-point position and charging forward, blocking. Great offensive line.
There's the kick. Beautiful kick, and it's good. So Wheelersburg now is within 2 points of Columbus Academy. Score 16-14, Academy up, and we'll be back right after this.
Currently, I am working with some sensors that can detect changes in rotation. What I'm doing now I do enjoy. I'm hoping to eventually grow from that and do full-fledged commercial games as my career. I'm equipped to do it, and that's the important thing.
I knew I wanted to do something with games. Shawnee had the degree that I was looking for. We've learned a lot about different kinds of programming, not just games. We work with artists that you can describe how characters look and they draw it. The variety of knowledge helps me stand out at Shawnee State.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back as we have one heck of a ball game going on. So far, Wheelersburg is owning the third quarter.
They sure are, and they had a few penalties there that set them back when Columbus Academy had the ball. That allowed them to put 3 points on the board. But I love this offense, Chuck.
Oh, man.
Double tight.
That's
running straight up the middle against them. We're bigger and stronger than you are, and they're proving
it's just like, stop us. Try to stop us. 1:44 left on the clock as Jalen Miller squibs it. Look at there. And it looks like Wheelersburg may have possession again. Did they not get it?
No, they did not get it.
Oh, man. Too bad.
Now, the fans over here for Wheelersburg think they did.
They're just, I think they're just hyped.
Okay.
Did they?
Well, this side judge over here, he continued to point this direction.
Did he?
So, I guess he's overruled. He was furthest away from the play.
So, Wheelersburg capitalizing on one of their great onside kicks.
Can you say momentum?
I'm telling you.
Well, we've had quite the shift here.
Well, just like that offensive line, it's the momentum pushing it through.
Yeah, well, that's a fact. There's no shifting and that kind of thing with a spread offense now. Mono y mono.
All right, we're looking for a receiver, and it's up. Oh. Almost.
Yeah, there's no penalty there. They're calling for it over here from the fans. But Avery Denetti, he got turned around. It's just one of those things where you run straight down the field. If it's not to your inside shoulder, then you turn to your left side shoulder. You don't turn your back to the end zone, which is what he did. He tripped over himself and wasn't able to make the catch.
The Berg is back at the line. There's the handoff. Looks like you may have had a gain of about 2 to 3 yards.
You know what? And all they have done is power football. But the last two plays, they tried to throw, make the big play. And then this one here, instead of going power football, they went counter football. That takes more time. That allowed the defense to catch up and make the play at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
3rd and 7.
Handoff. Gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, and now they're in a punting situation here. So 4th and 6. Yeah, they're going to try to put them inside the 10-yard line here.
We've got under a minute left to go in the third quarter.
3 receivers.
Here we go. He's going to pass. There's the pass.
Throwback. And
it's good. And he goes. And it's going to be another touchdown. Wheelersburg
gets into the end zone.
Look at that. Now, I don't know
the gadget play on the punt.
Oh, we've got a flag now.
I think, it's going to be excessive celebration. Too many people reacted happily about it. I hate that call.
Well, you know what?
That's what it is.
Well, you know what I don't like? You see this line judge down here?
Mm-hmm.
He was
running
with the flag already out behind them. He already knew he was going to throw a flag.
Yeah. Yes. Somebody from up here in the booth questioned, okay, they're going to wave the flag. All right, good. Yeah, because I didn't see anything excessive about that. You had 11 or 12 guys down there, 11 guys down there celebrating.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone gesturing toward the other team. It was a celebration. What are you supposed to do? Put your hands in your pockets and walk off the field?
That's it.
So Jalen Miller to kick this extra point. It will put the Wheelersburg Pirates up 21-16.
There it
Their
is.
first lead of the game.
So Wheelersburg now leads Academy 21-16 with 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Let's take a quick break and we'll be back with more action.
Many people know that at the battery terminal in Ashland, Kentucky, we sell automotive, marine, and recreational vehicle batteries. But did you know we also sell
Power wheels, motorcycle, and wheelchair batteries.
We also sell batteries for garage door openers, watches, cordless phones, and cell phones.
The Battery Terminal is a family-owned business located in Ashland, Kentucky. We've been in business for 28 years, and we are here to service your battery needs.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here in Chillicothe as the Wheelersburg Pirates have just taken a lead over the Columbus Academy Vikings. Now, we were just talking about, if y'all noticed, the line judge was running with the flag ready to throw it.
Right.
Which is really kind of lame.
Right.
You know? I mean,
right.
He wanted to throw it on somebody to call that touchdown back.
Well, and it was Horsley that scored, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You know?
The head linesman is Wayne Horsley.
Oh, well, that's
my
just
guess is no relation.
That's just not even right. You know?
So tonight's crew, I have a list of them here, but, I don't think they're worth mentioning. But
No,
we were
apparently
guessing
not.
as to where maybe they were from.
Oh, he's dodging tackles.
But we have a flag back here at the 30-yard line.
Uh-huh.
And that's in the area of holding in the center of the field.
So, oh, look at there. So, penalty on Columbus Academy. So, what was the official call?
That was a holding.
Holding?
Yep.
So, they move back to the 23-yard line.
So, after Wheelersburg scored and kicked the extra point, you saw a very dejected Columbus team walk off the field.
Mhm.
Let's see, can they get that mojo back?
Well, almost a very dejected line judge. You know? There's the snap. He handed off. Gain of a couple of yards, but stopped cold by a band of Pirates. So we now go.
I really don't know who actually initiated the tackle there, but that's the end of this quarter. And the Wheelersburg Pirates on top.
They are. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come right back after this.
I do it for the ladies.
I did it before I got married. I do it year-round.
It's the only thing I take my hat off for.
I do it all month long for one low price.
We do it together.
Wheelersburg, Portsmouth, Huntington, Jackson. I do it wherever I go.
They all do it here.
You won't have to wait for the sun to look fine. Come to the sun spot where the sun always shines.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back.
Yes.
Here in Chillicothe as Wheelersburg Pirates lead the Columbus Academy Vikings by a score of 21-16. This last quarter has been all Pirates.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, they've owned it.
You see a lot of teams that will stand on the sidelines at the beginning of this with a 4 up over their head because they know this is the most important quarter.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get to this quarter close, you have to outplay your opponent now to
That's
win
true.
the game. They've set themselves up for the victory, 21-16. Now they got to follow through. They need a good defensive stop right here.
Well, I tell you what, as far as...
We have a
Oh,
flag
we got
already.
that.
We got movement on the offensive line.
Did you see the player pointed out to the line judge?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm starting to really wonder about the...
And you're looking at Academy just just look at the body chemistry of what these kids are doing. They're walking around. You can tell they're dejected. Their shoulders are down. They're out of this game right now. Wheelersburg really has to take advantage of this.
They do.
A big play, a big turnover, a big stop.
There's the handoff. He's open. Oh, there we go.
Well, that wasn't what
Not
they were
without
looking
a first
for, that's
down,
for sure.
but he got some
Lowry
good
chops
yardage.
him down, but after 10 yards, and that was a big gain there. Well, they didn't need that.
Well, Academy has got to play hard to get this back in their favor if they're gonna keep it. I tell you what, as far as regional semifinals go, this is a great game to watch, is it not, Jay?
Sure is.
Oh, he's looking, and he's down with a loss almost.
Yeah. Herman Moultrie on that jet sweep-looking play. And Wheelersburg just doing a great job of staying home. As we have said, if it weren't for penalties, I don't know that Columbus would even have any points on the board.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Wheelersburg has done to themselves what's on the board. Other than that, defensively, they're doing a pretty good job of stopping them.
Yeah. And the Berg fans are all about it. Ooh, low snap. We're looking for a receiver. And knocked off by Lowry as he interrupts that pass.
Yeah, Cole Lowry just read that pass all the way. A little slow on the mechanic there from the quarterback and kind of stared down as a receiver. That allowed Lowry to read that and run in front of him. He's lucky he didn't pick that off. Yeah, and this is a big advantage for Wheelersburg, too. 4 players come off the field, 4 fresh players come on the field. These are going to be guys that are there to rush the quarterback.
They are stacked deep. Oh, looking for another receiver. It's high. It's high. It's intercepted by number 10 for the Pirates.
Bryson Keeney.
Bryson Keeney, man. You know, we haven't mentioned him tonight.
We haven't.
What a way to mention him.
That's a good way to start right there. Better late than never, right?
That's it. So the Pirates are continuing the push into the fourth quarter. 10:41 on the clock in this semifinal regional game.
Yeah, and I would be shocked if we didn't see anything else but that unbalanced, double tight power formation the rest of this game.
It was a great switch.
It is. And you don't want to put the ball up in the air. You've got to lead. That's stopping the clock if you have an incomplete pass.
Well, and
there's a chance that you throw a pick. So he's got T formation. This is Woody Hayes football right here.
That's it. Look at there. He's got a hole, and it's open, and he is moving. I don't think they're going to catch him.
He gets tripped
just
up
enough to trip him up.
Line.
Ray on the move.
He's going to get a spot at the 9-yard line.
All the way down there, and not a single flag. How did that happen, Jay?
Wow, and just a nice little counter out of that full house backfield. I love this. I love old school football.
It
still works.
It does.
You don't have to be that tricky and shifty to win a high school football game.
No. Timeout, Columbus Academy. So while they take a timeout to catch their breath, we will too, and we'll be back right after this.
This is my business.
I'm the owner and sole proprietor.
I only have one other employee, Chester.
It's a romantic notion. Be the boss, but you are alone.
Well, not technically alone.
I do have a lot of help, actually.
My UPS store.
I had this printed there.
Packing, shipping, help.
Outstanding.
Toasters.
I have a mailbox there.
Best thing, they're right down the street.
The owner's a friend.
I got the account.
My team.
Yes! Careful now.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
Well, the one situation especially was.
And we're back here in Chillicothe, this semifinal regional game, week 2 action. I mean, the Pirates have come back out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Now, Coach Rob Woodward has been in these situations, these playoff games, over and over and over again.
Right.
And he has read Columbus Academy and picked their number for the second half.
Yeah, I would love to know which coach was it, Woodward or one of his assistants, that decided to go this direction the second half offensively.
I tell you. Here we go, pushing in. They're
Whistle,
carrying him back.
Yeah, you ride a kid 7 yards backward. I think his forward progress has stopped.
Yes,
let's
yeah.
let's blow a whistle
Surely.
and try to keep the boy from getting injured. Just real quickly, Rob Woodward is the head football coach of Wheelersburg. Chad Johnson, Chad May, Tom Caskey, Jared Tilley, Bryson Williams, Jonathan Eaton, Steve Sutton, Todd Ruby, Josh McFadden, and Joe Reinhardt make up the staff.
They're pushing.
Xander Carmichael's going
and
to
he's
get in the end
through
zone.
again. Look at that, man. And they do it. They do it. So Wheelersburg Pirates are now up over the Columbus Academy Vikings by a score of 27-16, an 11-point lead, and we're still waiting for the point after.
Yeah. You know what? They're just overpowering him. And we did talk about the depth concerns that Columbus may have had. That's starting to show up here, too. I think they're tired.
Well, yeah.
When they went foot-to-foot splits and started driving against them, as Miller puts it through the uprights,
Papow.
That has just worn them down.
It has. It has.
They don't have anything left.
No. So, new score on the board, Wheelersburg Pirates 28, Columbus Academy 16. We'll be back right after this.
Do it for the 7:30, please.
Enjoy the movie. It's a lot cleaner. Yeah, they actually cycle movies faster here.
The bassoon like a box of chocolates.
Have you seen a really big snake? I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we are back to one heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
What many people probably thought was going to be pretty much over for the Pirates coming into halftime. Yeah. They're scratching their heads.
Right. You know, it's not one of those games where it got out of hand and people were leaving.
Right.
But you could feel the Pirate fans over here. They were pensive. You know, what's going on here? This isn't what happens to us.
They've not seen this out of their team this year.
After penalty was backing them up and taking opportunities away from them.
Well,
and now they've just finally enforced their will on Gallia Academy. And honestly, Academy don't look like they have much left.
No. I mean, momentum is they're on the wrong side of it right now.
Well, they tried that pop kick again.
Do we got a fumble?
He fumbled again. Okay, so it looks like he is called down there on the kick.
I'm sure there was a line judge involved in that.
Well, and he kicked the ball high enough on that one that, you know, it assured that there was not going to be a return.
Yeah.
And he almost lost it.
Portsmouth West.
So West is losing 35-6 in the fourth quarter. The Johnnies, are defeating the Senators of West.
The Vikings are at the line. There's a snap, the handoff, and it's
there's
a fumble.
The ball is still loose.
The ball's rolling. Who has it? Berg has it.
They will start inside the 30-yard line here.
And Berg is owning the ball game.
That fourth quarter bonanza.
That's it. All you can eat.
That's right. Belly up to the buffet. The Pirates are on the board.
That's it, man. So the Pirates will get 1st and 10 on the Vikings' 29-yard line. Whoo, boy.
9:39 left in this contest.
That's it.
Which is quickly not becoming a contest.
No, what could be another quick score. At least in field goal range. What do we got here?
We got a false start, is what they call.
False start on the Pirates?
52,
Well,
Wheelersburg.
It's time to start calling penalties on them again.
Alex George.
They had a few minutes without him.
They're calling Alex George moving, but I don't know if he moved before the clock actually elapsed. I like Alex George. He's a good kid, so I'm going to say it didn't happen.
No, I'll go with you on that.
Goes my
We're just
church.
going to talk bad about the officials right now.
That's right.
That's it. There we go.
10-yard gain there.
So Evan Horsley there picking it up.
Just some more rough and tumble football. We're fresh, you're not.
The 2nd and 7 on the 26.
Yeah, holding out here on this island is he just a decoy? Because they've not been splitting him out. They are going
here
to
we
throw
go.
to him. And had that been a good throw, he was wide open.
Man,
there.
he was.
He ran that post pattern there over the middle, and that had touchdown written all over.
It did. It was just not where he was.
Yep. Well, 3rd and a long way to go now, about 7. 2 plays to get it is how we always look at it once you're inside the 30-yard line here.
Yeah.
Unless you have a kicker like Masick for Columbus Academy.
Well, Jalen Miller could probably put it through there as well.
Yeah. T formation.
There we go, pushing through.
Off tackle. Power off tackle to the right side. And just follow your blockers.
Just short of the first. So 4th and 3 yards to go for the first as the Pirates pop out with the no-huddle offense again.
This time
here we go.
Xander Carmichael.
Xander
He's going
Carmichael
to go
going right through again.
It is the Xander Carmichael show.
It is. It is. It's a new score up on the board. 16-34 as the Pirates just munch down on touchdowns.
Yeah, they're just manhandling them up front. Nice offensive line, just getting that power line surge. And who else you want to give the ball in that situation but Xander Carmichael?
That's it. There's the kick. And it's good. So new score. Wheelersburg Pirates 35, Columbus Academy Vikings 16. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more action.
Do for the 7:30, please.
Enjoy the movie. It's a lot cleaner. Yeah, they actually cycle movies faster here.
The best cinema like a box of chocolates.
Have you seen a really big snake? I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
You're watching Zone Sports.
Here in Chillicothe.
Game on.
Chillicothe. Oh, are we back? Oh, and we're back here in Chillicothe as the Wheelersburg Pirates are owning the second half. I mean, it's a all-you-can-eat touchdown buffet going on out there.
It just is, isn't it?
You know?
You know, it's kind of humorous. I've got a cousin who lives in Maryland, and when he comes here, of course, he uses his navigator, and it tells him that this is Chillicothe.
Chillicothe, yes.
Chillicothe,
yes.
Yeah, the navigator pronounces it that way. So every time he's coming down from Columbus, he says, well, I'm getting close to Chillicothe.
Well, you know, they should reprogram that to be Chilagotha.
There you go.
You know, wasn't
absolutely.
That Tecumseh, what they call it in the Tecumseh play, Chilagotha?
So Dan and Sherry Johnson, I gave you a shout out there.
That's it.
We'll be seeing you soon.
All right, Jalen Miller up to kick for the Pirates. Nice high and dropped. Oh, and he's in trouble, and they're chasing him back. Oh, he's coming forward now.
So he gets back to about where he fielded the ball to begin with.
Yeah.
Mishandled the ball, I should say, to begin with. And really, Wheelersburg's probably a little bit fortunate there. They were able to make that tackle there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of field in front of him.
He did. 8:27 left in this ball game. Week 2 playoff action here on the Zone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller, Andy Millay, Tyson Trinidad, and Anissa Blankenship out here every Friday night to bring you the best in Southern Ohio sports.
What a transition we've seen in this game from first half to second.
It's been awesome. Oh, man.
And another interception
by 29.
That's going to be Micaiah Matthews. He's going to return it down to the 22-yard line.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where the Pirates were the first half.
Right.
But this is the team that we followed every week up to now.
It's not something Columbus Academy does very well anyway. Mm-hmm. We talked about that. They just throw short passes. Now they're forced to throw long passes to try to get back in this game. And Wheelersburg knows that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Wheelersburg knows that's what they have to do.
Right.
So they're back there playing center field, and that's an easy pick.
It is. It is.
It's all over but the shouting, as someone once said.
Yeah. You mean the crying? So Berg moves to the line as they're still in their power offense.
Yep. If they ain't broke,
there's the
Reyes
handoff.
is going to go left, and they break up the play this time. And you've got 4 guys on that tackle. Each took an appendage and took him down with it.
Yep.
So, yeah, at this point, 7:54 and running. Wheelersburg with this type of offense, they know they can basically just work the clock, run it down, and
that's it.
Warm up the bus, take us home.
Back at the line. There's the handoff.
That's going to be Horsley over the left side, number 6.
Looks like maybe close to a first
Bounces
down.
Out. Yeah, I think he may have gotten it. Let's see where the spot is. That looks like he's going to be short of the first down.
So, nice gain on the play.
So, 3rd and a short 2.
So, what do you think here, Jay? We're going to pass it for a touchdown? We're going to
No, I think
we're
they're
going to walk
stay
it
on
in.
the ground here, and I like Carmichael on this.
I do too.
And he gets the ball. And he gets the power.
So
easy pickup of a first down. Spotted down there. Looks like about the 9-yard line.
The first and
goal to go. And a chance to go up 42 to 16.
Will they make it to 50?
Wow.
You know, if they made it to 50 here in the second half, that would truly be remarkable. You know that?
Well, you know, do you realize if they were to score again, it would be a mercy rule game again?
Yeah, yeah.
After that first half, can you imagine? Fumbled snap.
Let's see.
Well, yeah, it looks like they did gain a yard on that play, even though they fumbled the snap. So a scoop and step.
That's it. You know, I wonder if Columbus Academy's thinking about that mercy rule right now.
Well, probably not. I think they're thinking, mercy me. Can we go home now? It's cold out here.
That's it.
It was a good year, boys. Xander Carmichael again over to the right side. And I think at this point, everybody in the stadium knows who's going to get the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
So Reyes is going to enter the game. Now we might see a little counter action.
Yep. So
got a timeout on the field.
3rd and 8, and we get a timeout.
And that's going to be Columbus Academy that stops the clock in that situation.
So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with more right after this.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need us.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we are back with a very excited Wheelersburg crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's you ever run out of gas?
Yeah, once in a while.
Well, you know, Wheelersburg ran out of gas that first half, and they had to push that vehicle uphill.
They did.
Well, halftime they got over the hill. And it's a lot easier to get down the other side, isn't it?
You're absolutely right.
How about that for an analogy?
I like it. We'll have to use that in next week's playoff game.
There you go. Well, you know, I'd like to see them actually not run out of gas the first half.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Right.
But you know what? Sometimes you have to take a few steps back to figure out where things
well, you
work.
know what? If nothing else, this gives their next opponent a whole lot of film to look at. It's like, how do we stop this?
Yeah.
Plus the spread offense that they usually run.
That's it.
And Xander Carmichael's going to no, it's a fake to him. It's to Evan Horsley on the outside. Check that. That's Trent Salyers.
Well, you know what?
He kept it.
I was always told when things aren't working right, just go back to the basics.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, this is basic football.
It is. So we're at 4th and goal with 5 yards to get there.
Yeah. There's a lot of old men in these stands like me smiling, watching this offense. So, yep, I remember this brand of football.
Oh, they caught him.
He did not get in.
Oh.
They took it away from him, but
what was
they
that?
had blown the whistle.
So we got a turnover on downs at, 5-yard line?
It looks like right about there. Excuse me. Right about there. Let's see where they spot it. Friedman was the defender for Gallia Academy that stripped him after everybody else stood him up. And that's smart because they've really been slow on the whistle tonight.
Yeah.
So he almost got away with that.
So 4-yard line.
Yeah. So 96 yards to go and another football field on top of that to overcome the deficit they have. 5:02 remaining. 35-16 is their score.
I think I would have just kicked it from there. Got to the running clock. Oh, there's the pass.
Trying to reverse field, trying to make something happen. But Wheelersburg does such a good job of swarming. You know, you watch a bad football team, and you can see bad football teams on Saturday, playing college football, where the play is over as soon as the ball is thrown. A defensive lineman is just going to stand in his spot and wait for the next play. Wheelersburg swarms to the ball. All 11 guys are going to get to that football, and each of them really want a piece of that ball carrier.
Oh, they do.
They
You're
want
right.
to hit the boy.
You're right.
So, if a kid does miss a tackle, somebody's got his back.
Well, here we go, looking for that pass. Oh, and it's.
Speaking of having somebody's
Did you
back.
see that?
What number
they hit
was
him
that?
hard.
60? Evan Dom?
Evan Dom, yeah.
Yeah. One of those things you can't say on a plane, right?
Yeah,
Dom,
that's
Dom,
it.
Dom, 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 to Dom. Big hit there, 3rd and 5. .416 remaining.
They're back. He's in trouble.
He gets hit as he is releasing it. The ball comes out a little wobbly and short. So 4th down for Columbus Academy.
4th down on about the 4-yard line. What will we do?
Yeah. Well, and they're talking about stopping the clock up here in the booth. The clock didn't get stopped, but it was an incomplete pass, so it needed to be. But no official on the field actually made that signal to stop the clock. I think the officials are ready for the game to be over as well.
I think so. Big kick. What was that all about? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Columbus, I tell you.
One last ditch effort.
Yep.
So did the Pirates give some other players a chance to play in a playoff game here?
You know, the way they shuffle in and out, a lot of players are already getting playing
Why
time.
not, huh?
Yep.
Who would have thought that it came to this? No, they're sending in that starting 11. Xander Carmichael jogging out there, number 32.
Say Holden's back out there.
Holden's going to stay here on the short side of the field. One-on-one coverage. And my goodness, they could exploit that easy enough. He's given him a 7-yard cushion, but a nice little post pass here would probably score. They're going to keep it on the ground, though, and run some clock.
Yep.
That's number 12, Mac Dyer.
Mac Dyer.
Yeah, backup quarterback and a guy that gets some carries in the jet and some different situations. They have so many good athletes on this team.
Yeah.
They can do so many things with them.
They're just burning the clock now.
Yep. Just run it down to 3:20 and counting.
So the Pirates back at the line.
Got the spread offense back.
There's the handoff to Lowry. Lowry moves it up, secures another first down.
Yep. Yeah, now
as they head for another touchdown.
You're just seeing the kids in the white jerseys have given up. They're just standing up, and not a whole lot of guys are making much effort. Wheelersburg will score here again on this possession.
Well, I'm sure going into the half, they pretty much thought, you know what, this is our game.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got to be heartbreaking for them.
Well, you know what, it probably is, especially the seniors,
it's tough, and I can remember the last game that I played in high school.
You?
I cried like a baby on that bus on the way back.
Really?
Yep.
I can understand that.
Yeah, because you miss it. This is a big part of your life.
There's a snap. He stopped
big hit
hard.
there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of guys there on that team that's still putting forth a great effort.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been Shiano again on that play.
Cole Lowry trying to move that up, no gain. Cole Lowry has really progressed as a player. We watched him a few years ago play for Portsmouth, and as quarterback and such. And we watched him play for Wheelersburg as a quarterback. And this year he's really kind of come into it really well.
Absolutely. Yeah, accept the role that you're given and play it the best you can.
That's it. Uh-oh.
And Lowry's going to get boxed in there as well.
Uh-oh. Fumble, maybe recovered. Was he down? Okay. The 3rd and 10.
So the clock is now under 2 minutes. And it's just a matter of time now.
So almost to that last and final minute.
Back to the spread offense now. And that's why they're not moving the ball very effectively. You have fewer guys there to block.
Over to Holden.
Holden's going to finally get him a reception here in the second half.
Holden's foot caught up, so he can't go anywhere, but gain of 5.
It's a short reception, 5 yards there, but
so Columbus takes a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be right back.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back as the Wheelersburg Pirates have a commanding lead over the Columbus Academy Vikings with a score of 35-16. We've got just a minute left in the ball game, and it's 4th and 6 on the 25.
Yeah, you know,
will they score again?
I don't think they're going to. No, not at this point. This is 4th and about 6.
Holden's not out there this time.
No, they did go double tight. This is probably what they should have done.
Yeah.
You danced with the one that brought you, Darryl Royal said. They kind of went away from that back to the spread.
Look at him.
Does he get the first? No, he's going to
No,
come
he didn't
up
get
short.
the first, but he was almost there.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't think I've ever seen this kind of dominance in the second half after being down the first.
What do we got here?
Well, we got 55 seconds remaining on the clock. Columbus Academy taking their last snaps of the 2017 season.
That's it.
Throwing a screen to Moultrie here on the left side.
Ooh.
Able to
Big
avoid
hit.
the first tackler and gets tackled there by number 16, Justin Salyers. He's a junior, 6 foot 170. Quarterback has a good job of getting out of the pocket. Does pick up the first down. That stops the clock at 24 seconds until they get this ball spotted and continues to roll that clock. And they do. Coming up on 20 seconds now. Trying to scramble, throwing over the middle, incomplete pass. Right there at the hash mark. Throwing to number 4. That would be Chris Boyle, their tight end. 15 seconds on the incomplete pass. Stop the clock. And perhaps this will be their final play.
Think it'll be a long pass.
You know, I'm surprised they don't just kneel and just end the game. But they're still throwing the ball.
That's it. There's the pass.
And the throw
overthrown.
To the middle. Again to Chris Boyle. Incomplete.
So they're stopping the clock.
I guess they're getting their boys a few more reps before they call it a career.
We get a flag? So,
all right, so we have an ineligible receiver downfield call against Columbus Academy.
it's the same guy that throws all the flags.
Yeah, I bet his hanky's very dirty.
I bet it is.
It's going to have to be laundered. Maybe get a bonus for the dirtiest flag.
That's it.
All right, 2nd and 15 yards to go. 10 seconds remaining. Pirates can't wait to celebrate this victory.
I'm telling you.
Here in Ohio high school playoff.
Oh, look at that.
So we've got all kinds of things happening on this play.
Oh, man.
And in the end, it's going to be Chase Stidham. Chase Stidham, number 9, who sacks the quarterback to end the game.
As Wheelersburg takes the regional semifinal here in Chillicothe. So they win 35-16. What a game.
Wow, unbelievable. After that first half, you never would have thought that this could happen.
No.
But Wheelersburg just stayed with it, changed what they do, and I think they've proven that what they changed to might be better than what they did before, at least in this game. Football a lot of times is matchups.
It is, it is.
And the power running game was a good matchup against this defense.
You're right.
They proved that the second half.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with a wrap-up and players of the game and all that great stuff. And we'll be right back after this.
All right.
The Stephen A. Hunter Hope Fund was founded in memory of local student Stephen A. Hunter. One of the most successful programs is the Stevens Power Pack program, which provides food for local children in need. The most recent hunger statistics from Feeding America reveal that almost 1 in 3 children in Scioto, Pike, and Adams counties are food insecure. That's almost 50% higher than the national average. So when you're ready to give, think about giving locally. Charity begins at home.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
Thanks for joining us. And thanks for coming back. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you Week 2 playoff action here on the Zone. The Wheelersburg Pirates tonight took on the Columbus Academy Vikings and basically annihilated them in the second half.
The only thing I saw Wheelersburg do poorly the second half was sing the fight song when the game was over.
That's it.
I think the tempo was a little too fast.
It was fast, but it's
some
cold.
Of the kids forgot the words maybe. I don't know. No, just kidding. What a game.
Oh.
What a tremendous effort that Wheelersburg made. And I think really in this case, I got to hand it to the coaching staff.
Oh, man.
They went in there
Definitely.
at halftime and said, you know what? They are as talented as we are, man for man at skill positions. But we got Xander Carmichael. We got a big offensive line.
Oh.
We got guys that can hit the holes off tackle. So we're going to change things up and do something maybe they can't stop and prove they couldn't stop it.
They got Micaiah. They got Reyes. They got Deneni. They got,
Horsley.
Just Horsley. They got Dom. They got, this whole string of people, just tons of talent.
Right.
Rearrange it. Let's reshuffle the deck. Let's go again.
Yep.
You know?
And like I said before, this gives whoever they play next something else to think about.
It does.
Like, okay, Wheelersburg runs the spread. Well, do they?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Exactly.
They might go double tight, unbalanced, and play some power offense. And, they're just a tough team to stop.
They are. Well, if everybody out there watched the game with us, the first half was Columbus Academy. Second half was all Wheelersburg Pirates all the way. It's a different game than we've seen them play for the last 11 weeks, but a game that was great to watch them play.
Right. And it was hard to watch the first half.
It was.
Just looking at the differences between the two halves because, like we talked about, both teams had 4 first downs the first half. Wheelersburg's defense did a pretty good job defensively. They didn't give up a whole lot of big plays, but they had several turnovers. And every time they did something good, they'd have a holding call that would call it back.
Well, and you know what?
They shot themselves in the foot several different times. The second half, they did on the one possession, which allowed them to get all the way down the field for that field goal kick. But other than that, it was spotless.
Well, and I'm going to go on record here. I'm questioning the one official who carries the flag in his hand looking. Because I've never seen that happen in all the games that I've watched.
He was getting prepared.
Yes, he was way too prepared to call back another Wheelersburg touchdown.
Right.
So that's just not even cool. But let's go ahead and talk about our players.
Absolutely.
The AC1 Communications. Big turnover of the game. We could say it's Team Berg. We could say it's the coaching staff. Either direction, the two of them together. The way the game pivoted after the second half, after halftime. It was just amazing.
Oh yeah, you talk about a turnover. You go into halftime on the verge of being despondent.
Yeah.
What do we do here? The coaching staff comes out and says, you know what, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it made a heck of a change. The players bought into it, played 100% that second half, and except for that one drive, they just dominated Columbus Academy that second half.
Well, and you know what? I don't know that Columbus Academy's played a team like that.
No.
They they may have been a little cocky coming in the second half. This is the number one team. We're smacking them up.
We got this. I guarantee you there was a lot of kids at halftime saying, we got this.
That's it. That's it.
Well, you had another half to play.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. They didn't show up that second half. And it's not so much that the players didn't play well or didn't try.
No.
That wasn't the case until later on in the game when the game was pretty much over.
Right.
It was, look, they're doing this to us and we have no answer.
Yeah.
And I think another part of that too was their middle linebacker Shiano on the one drive got hurt there in the in the end zone.
That's right.
He's their stud middle linebacker. That might have had a whole lot to do with that as well. You take away your stud middle linebacker, you're not going to be able to stop the ball very easily.
You're absolutely right. Well, so let's move on. Collision of the game, Monroe's Freeman collision, big collision of the game. We said Evan Dom.
Evan Dom, yeah.
They're in the fourth quarter, that freaking smack of a play where he nailed the receiver right after he got the ball. I mean, hit him so hard that the ball flew a good 7 yards out of his hands.
He had a big one in the first half too, but that second one there, I mean, it's cold enough out here as it is, but he chilled him.
He did. He did.
So pardon the pun.
And then the Portsmouth block, big block of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you want to say?
The big block. Who did we go with there?
The Bird.
The entire offensive line.
That's it.
Anybody and everybody that had anything to do with that second half effort with the offensive line, from unbalanced tight end to tight end on the other side, they just pushed Columbus around.
They did.
And owned the second half, allowed guys like Carmichael to run through these gaping holes and carry tacklers into the end zone. So, really, the whole offensive line, they never get enough credit.
No, they don't. And there's an awful lot of supporting cast making those touchdowns possible, And then finally, the Toro Loco player of the game, Xander Carmichael.
He had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Oh, man.
At some point in the second half, I lost count.
Yeah.
It just looked like a rotating door, and he kept on going through it.
He did.
So that's who you want in that position. When you go with a power football, he's their big, lumbering fullback type character, big number 32. And he just carried people into the end zone.
He did.
A great job by Xander Carmichael. Great kid, great effort tonight.
Well, Jay, that's about it. We've wrapped it up. We've talked about it.
Yeah, we get a chance to watch them again.
Fabulous game. Exactly. We can watch it again. We can watch it over and over again online after we post it. This was week 2 of the playoffs, semifinal regional action here. Next week we'll be coming back to do the regional final as Wheelersburg will take on Johnstown Monroe. And we don't know exactly.
The Johnnies.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
The Johnnies. Apparently, the Johnnies had their way with West tonight.
I know at halftime it was 21 to 6.
Yeah.
Not
so
good.
That's going to be a pretty good football team, and like I said, West has shown something a little different that the Johnnies will have to get prepared for.
That's
and
true.
We'll see which Wheelersburg team shows up next week.
That's it. Well, you know what? As long as this one shows up for the second half, I think we'll be good.
Cardiac kids.
That's it. Well, I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we're coming to wind down all the action here of high school sports. Next week will be the last game that we can do before the state finals if Berg continues. And we'd like to thank you for joining us all these weeks and letting us come into your living room and talk to you about some of the great teams and great players and great programs that we have in high school football here around the area.
Pleasure working with you again, and really appreciate the opportunity to come and watch some great second half football tonight, and we'll see what they've got in store for us next week.
Well, I'm Chuck Jones.
Jay Miller here.
And we're out.